Is the bow tie on straight? I can't really tell. Hey world, my name is Humphrey Tunes, and I'm here today to talk to you about something that's really important to me. This is kind of the second video I've ever done of one of these. Just talking to you about the statistics on BlazeVsBey. Okay, so who is actually winning on BlazeVsBey? I hear you asking on the other side of that camera. Well, let's have a look at my little folder that I got right here. In the top 10 videos on BlazeVsBey, number 1 is, drum roll, Eating Nugget and a Biscuit by Will with 1,998 views. That's good, that's almost a total of 2,000 views that you got there, Will. That's pretty awesome. The second most viewed video on BlazeVsBey is Life Cycle of an Octopus. 345 views, also by Will. Well done, Will, you're doing pretty well already, it's only the first 2. The third most viewed video on BlazeVsBey is the original BVB trailer, which is a collaboration video with 307 views. The fourth most viewed video on BlazeVsBey is Blaze the Bum, with 174 views by Andrew. Now, I just want to say a little something about this, because Blaze the Bum and me, we used to be kind of good friends, but over time, he's gotten quite annoying, actually, because all he ever does is shouts in people's faces, and that's not too good. So, in terms of video views, I'm not entirely sure why Blaze the Bum has 174. I think what must have happened is because some people in the world really do like him. Maybe a couple of people, they're crazy people obviously, but maybe a couple of people turn around and they thought, ha, I know what would be a great idea. We should just click on this video again and again and again and again and again, and got Blaze the Bum loads of views so that he looks popular when he's actually not. Anyway, carrying on. Sorry about that little rant. I felt I had to get it out of me. The fifth most viewed video on BlazeVsBey is The Failing Sonic Screwdriver with 141 views by Andrew. So that's quite a good video there. That's the top 5 so far. Let's go into the top 10. Number 6 most viewed video on BlazeVsBey at the moment is Bay William Johnson with 126 views by Mitch. Mitch, that's your first video in the top 10. Bay William Johnson was quite good, so well done for that. I know you think it wasn't now because we got better camera equipment and, you know, we try harder nowadays. I don't think it was that bad, to be honest. I think you did quite well in your first video. The number 7th most viewed video on BlazeVsBey at the moment is Shanklin Regatta 2010, the Blaze the Bomb version with 120 views. I'm not going to say any more. I don't think I need to be honest. The 8th most viewed video on BlazeVsBey is the Cucumber Rap with 114 views by Andrew. I thought the Cucumber Rap was actually quite hilarious because it's a rap about cucumbers. Like, how can you get much better than that? Seriously, like, it's so random. It's brilliant. The 9th most viewed video on BlazeVsBey is The Question with 109 views by Andrew featuring Mitch or Titch or Much or whatever they called him at the time. But sadly, he never joined us in the end because he's going into the army and he's going to fight lots of other people in the world. I'm not personally one for fighting, but if you want to do that, Much or Mitch or Titch or whatever they're going to call you in the army, then that's what you want to do. I hope you can come back someday and make videos with us because we really enjoyed your company. And the 10th most viewed video on BlazeVsBey is the Freedom Fighter trailer by Andrew with 109 views. So yeah, that's the top 10 videos on BlazeVsBey. Now we come to the segment of the show where I tell you who is actually losing. So the 10 worst viewed videos on BlazeVsBey. The first 6 videos are Freedom Fighter blooper videos. Now I have a bone to pick with you all about the Freedom Fighter anyways, because I wasn't in it, so obviously that's why they're not getting that many views, because I wasn't in it. You know, if you put Humphrey Tunes in a series, then everyone's gonna want to watch it. I'm adorable. But if you don't, then, you know, it's kind of your loss. Your videos aren't gonna do very well if I'm not in them. It's just how it works. The 7th is Will's Triumphant Return, which got 12 views on BlazeVsBey. That's the 7th worst viewed video. I think that's probably because Will's Triumphant Return never happened. And it's still not happening because Will's not posting videos onto BlazeVsBey at all, ever. I don't know why that is. If you could come back, it'd be brilliant, because, you know, you're lovely and everything. But while you're not here, what can we do? How can we judge you? Your videos have the most viewed videos on the channel, but in terms of productivity, you're really not doing that well at the moment, are you, Will? So you might want to get on that, you know, make some videos for BlazeVsBey one time or another. The 8th worst viewed video on BlazeVsBey is Mitch's Birthday Extravaduza by Andrew, which got 14 views. I think the reason for that is also because that never happened. So if you start getting productive and making good things on this channel, then, you know, things will start happening, start taking off. It'll be all good. The 9th worst viewed video on BlazeVsBey is Where's My Dinner? With 16 views by Richard. Now, I know the reason for this. Richard, you shouldn't make videos on any channel on YouTube at all when you've got short hair. No one wants to watch you with short hair, do they? When you've got big, fluffy, curly hair, people love it. But if you've got really short blonde hair, then, you know, it's just not anything special. And I think that Where's My Dinner didn't do very well because you didn't have long hair at the time. Maybe have them have a little special tint to them if you're making them while you have short hair, because, you know, it's just not the same. It'll never be the same. Never, ever. So you gotta sort that out. You know? Or just never cut your hair that short ever again. The last worst viewed video on BlazeVsBey in the top 10 is Mitch's video November Challenge, with 16 views also. To conclude this BlazeVsBey video stats, who is actually winning Humphrey Tunes video, we have winning on views. Number 1 is Will. He's winning on views on this channel. Number 2 is Andrew, second and winning on views on this channel. Number 3 is Mitch, and number 4 is Richard. So this concludes your Humphrey Tunes Who is Actually Winning video on BlazeVsBey. I think that everyone in the world needs to know who is actually winning on BlazeVsBey. And being the nerd that I am, I feel like I should calculate these statistics for you because you probably won't ever bother doing so. So I will see you when I see you. So goodbye.